was peace. You did not do anything to them. You did not know these people. Even if you did do something, it did not deem them to keep bothering you to the point where you would want to take your own life. Whatever they have coming to it, they deserve it. Because they didn't care about you, and now life is not going to care about them. Now God is not going to care about them. They should have been a good person to you. They should have been a polite person to you. But they kept doing evil things to you, regardless of how you felt, regardless of how it would cause you to react. They wanted a reaction, and that reaction was one that would make you want to feel like you didn't want to be here anymore. The reaction that they tried to cause you to create for yourself was one that you almost would feel so terrible about life that you wouldn't want to live anymore. And because they could find it in themselves, they could be that evil to try to make someone consider not wanting to live anymore, they're not going to live anymore. They're going to go through something, and they're going to receive exactly what they put out into the universe. Whatever they're putting out into the universe is exactly what they're going to go through. They should have learned their lesson. They should have took advantage of those second chances. All right, they had visions, they had nightmares. They had plenty of opportunities to turn this thing around. They had plenty of chances to stop while they were ahead. They kept being an evil person on purpose. They kept doing those evil deeds on purpose. They kept being negative. They kept being evil. And they kept doing things that would harm a person, whether it be mentally, so that person would harm themselves physically. They didn't care. They did not care what you did to yourself. And because they could put that energy out for another person, towards another person, the universe is going to bring that energy right back to them. They're going to receive everything that they put out. They're going to reap everything that they have sown. They have theirs coming to them in a great big package. Signed, sealed, delivered. They're going to receive exactly what they tried to give out and dish out to others. Whatever they dished out, this is not going to be something that they can take. They're not going to be able to withstand this. There's no coming back from this. They didn't want you to come back from what they put out. They didn't want you to be able to take what they put out. Whatever they wanted you to receive, whatever they wanted you to go through, they wanted it to be the end for you. They wanted to put you through so much torment and so much stress that you would not come back from that. They kept attacking you and attacking you and attacking you to no avail. They didn't want you to find peace. They didn't want you to find clarity. They wanted to keep going until you lost your sanity. They wanted to keep going until you lost your mind. And they thought this was fun. This was fun to them. They enjoyed this. They enjoy being evil. They enjoy being corrupt. They enjoy watching others suffer. They enjoyed watching you go through hell, and they did not care what happened to you as a result of that. They kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going day after day after day. They never let up on you. They would talk about it with their friends, laugh about it with their friends, whoever those people may be. They talked about this with them. They didn't keep this to themselves. They thought they were big and bad, but forgot there was somebody in charge of them that they could not see that's even bigger and badder. And they made a huge mistake. They didn't realize exactly who they were messing with. They failed to realize that what they were doing could possibly harm someone to the point where they could never come back from it, where they might not come back from it. They didn't care. They said, I'm going to keep doing this anyway. I like this. This is fun to me. Well, that fun has just now put themselves in danger. They put themselves in danger. They're in danger. There's no coming back from this because they didn't want you to come back from this. They were hoping and praying that one day they would wake up and they wouldn't see you anymore. Wouldn't have to see you anymore. And whenever they did see you, they carried out the same behavior. They kept it up. And they enjoyed every bit of it. Every time you were suffering, they were smiling. Every time they were hurting you, every time they were causing you to stress, every time they were causing you to be vexed, they were enjoying this. They were having a good old time. Oh, yeah. They were having a good old time. Oh, yeah. Failing to realize that their evil actions and their evil deeds would soon, one day, catch up to them. They didn't care. Because they didn't know that time was closer than they thought. They didn't know that time would soon be at hand.